Routines are a fundamental aspect of a student's daily life. It may consist of various routines such as school life, their own hobbies, and their personal lives. Students approach their habitual activities with different intentions along with different motivations.
In regards to how routines at a school help students educationally, I think it anchors their day. There can be a redundancy in that repetition, which some students find valuable. That structure of having the same schedule every day. Some students find stability in it, safety in practice routines and procedures.
I think that mandatory routines just probably set a better foundation as for whole structures of future routines in general. I mean, I always struggle with mandatory routines too because like you're always gonna be in that mindset sometime where you just don't want to do it and you want to do your own thing.
In and out every day, you come into class, you might sit down, take notes, listen to a lecture, do an activity. Some students may find that to be a little redundant. I understand that, but that's why you have to do something else outside of your school time. It's just as important to build routines outside of the classroom as it is to have them in the classroom where they may or may not have as much freedom within the span of their 8 to 3 p.m. day.
I feel like it's just like an end goal, like something you just want to do, like you know you want to do it, like you're practicing, you're dribbling, you're shooting. You're obviously looking for a goal, like you're shooting more to be a better shooter, you're dribbling to be a better dribbler. Yeah, I just really like doing it and I wanted to be good at it, so I just really worked hard at it, just like tried to learn as much as possible and implement whatever I could into my practice routines and stuff like that. And honestly, I feel like most students, like when they're in school, they don't see an obvious end goal. Like they're doing all these math equations and they're just like, oh, how is this going to apply to me in real life?
I think it's difficult to be self-aware in a school setting just because students are always doing something. So whether that is going from class to class, whether that's so focused on studying, doing their homework, making sure that they're meeting all of the expectations and requirements in each class, that they get lost in the minutia and they get lost in the detail.
The school schedule for like Carmont, I feel like they do it like that, like 6 periods a day, just for consistency, just so you can see all your classes every day. There's a set plan every day. I mean, we're creatures of habit, so that's probably why we set up the schedule like that, just to maintain consistency.
Well, ever since we got the guitar club, ever since we were, I guess, assigned the song to perform, which was, as of recording now, last week. I've been practicing every day, and I'm going to be practicing every day up until the Heritage Fair. Me practicing guitar has always just been like a relic of my old self, wanting to be like those big shot guitarists like Angus Young.
Or going back to learning a concept, it takes time, it takes repetition, it takes, working smarter, not necessarily harder, maximizing the time that you have and making sure that you are consistent, because I think consistency makes such a big difference.
I'll just sit down and like do the main verse, like the main riff a couple times, like run through, maybe like an improvised transition. And then I'll go into like a mini solo that I'm trying to prepare for because I may or may not be soloing in the Heritage Fair. And with that solo, I'm even more strict on myself. I'll probably run that through like 10 times. And if I don't do it like 10 times in a row, I start over from scratch. And usually it takes me about an hour, but it goes by pretty quickly because I'm having fun. I'm always able to come back because it's not something like homework or school that I get bored of easily. So the fact that I'm able to come back to it again and again and again with the same energy and enthusiasm, I feel is very rewarding in and of itself.
I think that it is so important for students and adults in general just to understand that results don't come instantly. And in an environment where we're so used to instant gratification, being patient and being consistent is the only way that you'll see results. Like everyone wants, a fast and a quick way to learn for a test, but that's not the true test. The true test is being consistent about what you do. It's being patient and understanding that sometimes it will take weeks, sometimes it will take months.
Reflect on your memories, and especially like, say when you were 5, you couldn't really do math that well. And now fast forward like 10 years, and a lot of people that I know are in advanced math classes, even like pre-calc honors. I think it's really nice to see how you've progressed rather than how you are going to progress, because it's a lot more unpredictable. And I think you can base the pattern of progression that you're going to go up to based off of your past progressions.
As an adult, you have to create your purpose because it is what will get you through your routines and your life. You have to have an end goal and you have to have an idea. Like maybe not now, maybe not in the near future, but you need to have an idea and carry it out with intention and to make the routines work for you.
Reporting from Scott Center, I'm Brandon Moon.